Alright, we're back. We're going to give this one more try. Last time I said I had really bad connection, but first live stream, there might be a couple hiccups. Actually, I already ran into my first hiccup. I wanted to do this on my iPad, but my iPad is updated to iOS 11 already. And for those that don't know, the iOS 11 changed the nav bar. So if an app has done some hacky things with the nav bar to get it to work with them, it's not going to work. And YouTube is one of those apps. So if you've downloaded iOS 11, check out YouTube because the nav bar doesn't work. And that's where the camera is to go live on the iPad. So I'm on my phone. I had to punt a little bit. I'm not getting the connection warning anymore, so hopefully we're good to go. Gonna go with this. I might not go too long just in case the connection is really bad and I don't want a crappy live stream out there for too long. Anyway, we're going to talk about some WWDC stuff today. We're going to talk about ARKit and my experience trying to make a tutorial for that. Going to also talk about the show Planet of the Apps and what I thought about it. And then just talk about some channel feedback if anybody shows up and just some general Q&A. So for WWDC, I haven't gotten a chance to watch as many videos as I normally do. Normally I just binge watch videos, one after the other. But because I'm making tutorials, like I have the Swift 4 tutorial, I'm sorry, the videos. I have the What's New in Swift 4, the What's New in Xcode. I have those videos out. It's, I've taken a lot of time making those videos, so I haven't had time to binge watch all the other videos that are out there. So I do need to catch up on that. Again, I've only probably watched a couple. I did watch updating your apps to iOS 11, which, like I mentioned about the YouTube app, you need to update your nav bar if you're doing some hacky stuff with that. So another good one that I heard about was designing for sound, for audio. So what this one does is it talks about like using audio in your apps, just to create a better experience. So that's a good one I want to watch. I don't know if you guys have seen any good sessions. Let me know. Another one I heard was the UIKit new animations for iOS 11. Heard that was pretty good. Again, I'm getting the very bad connection thing. So if this looks like crap, let me know in the chat. Like I said, I probably won't go very long just because I'm kind of worried the quality of this audio, or not audio, but the video. I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi right now. But yeah, so I want to hear some of your favorite sessions. And then ARKit, I spent a good chunk of my day yesterday trying to dive into ARKit, learn ARKit, and make a tutorial. After a few hours, I kind of realized that making a full-blown, like starting from scratch, ARKit tutorial, where we're actually placing an object, somewhere in the scene and being able to move it around, is pretty complex. It's very hard to compress that down into a 10 to 20 minute YouTube tutorial. So I kind of punted on making an ARKit tutorial. I am going to make an ARKit video explaining the basic concepts. Like there's something called plane detection that lets you know where there's a flat plane. And then you got to do hit testing to know where to put the object. And then there's all like scene recognition. It gets pretty complex. So I am going to do a video just explaining those basic concepts because, like I said, doing a full-blown ARKit tutorial, it would have either been a 2-hour video or like a 6, 7, 8-part series. So I'm not saying I'm not going to do that, but just would have been a lot of work, and I want to get a video out there pretty quick. So let me know if you guys have messed with ARKit, what you think of it. But even the sample app that Apple gives you to download, if you download that, it's pretty complex. Even though that app is pretty simple, you're just placing objects in the environment. If you actually dig through the code, like I said, it's pretty hard to make a tutorial out of it. So be on the lookout for my ARKit video, but it is going to be mostly talking about the concepts of how to use the ARKit, not necessarily building it in code. I'll be using the sample app to demonstrate all that stuff. Like I said, the plane detection, the hit detection, all that good stuff. Let me see if the chat. I believe the chat's on. Nobody's chatting. I've never done this on my phone, so if you're chatting, I don't see it. Maybe just nobody's here. Who knows? That could be a good thing too. Next thing I want to talk about is Planet of the Apps. So this show, I don't know if you know, it's Apple Music. It's an Apple original programming. It's basically like Shark Tank with apps. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. It's getting bashed in the development community. Like if you follow the people I follow on Twitter are just kind of, hey Matthew, thanks for that. The chat works. Appreciate it. Let me know if the video connection is bad. I keep getting an error that says very bad connection. So if this is like unwatchable, please let me know. Yeah, thanks Ben. That's like I said, I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi. I apologize. I'll get it figured out. Like I said, this is the first live stream. But anyway, back to Planet of the Apps. Let me know what you guys thought of it. If you've seen it, I highly recommend watching it because I actually liked it. It's getting, like I said, all the iOS developers I follow on Twitter are just bashing it, like saying it's a joke. And I kind of get it, right? It is dramatized. I mean, it's got Gwyneth Paltrow and will.i.am talking about like apps. So I get why developers are kind of like, what are you guys talking about? But I thought it was entertaining. I liked it a lot. I thought it was hilarious because, spoiler alert, the first app on there was an AR app. And then, obviously they just launched ARKit. So he was saying his differentiator was, the AR technology. And he was saying, nobody else is doing this, nobody else can do this. And then I'm like laughing at myself. I'm like, well, Apple just let us all do it. So there you go. And it was kind of funny because when he was going to the VC to get a deal, it almost seemed like the venture capitalists knew Apple was coming out with this, because the reason he didn't invest, he's like, well, what happens when one of these major companies just installs this in their OS and everybody can develop it. And it was just very, he just didn't say Apple. He described everything Apple did, but he just didn't say Apple or ARKit. So I don't know. I got a good chuckle out of that. It was pretty funny, but overall, I like the show. I mean, it's just about our world. It's about, well, at least my world anyway. I live in Silicon Valley, so it's about startups and apps. So even if it is not the greatest show, it's about my world or our world. So it's super interesting to me. It's kind of like the show Silicon Valley. Like Silicon Valley on HBO is a good show in and of itself. But if you're actually a software developer in Silicon Valley, it's friggin' hilarious. You don't. I watched the first season before I moved out here, and I didn't. I got a lot of the jokes, but once you're actually in the software development world out here, you get so many more of the jokes, and it's, I don't know. Anyway, long story short, I like Planet of the Apps. It's like I said, 'cause it's about our world developing apps, but it's getting bashed. I don't get it. Who knows? So those of you that are here, I know. What do you guys think for the channel feedback? I know you probably watched a couple videos. I'm just kind of testing different types of videos, whether it's interview tips, tutorials, just what's going on currently in iOS development. I'm kind of testing a lot of video types to see what does the best, to find out which direction I want to take the channel. So admittedly, right now the channel is kind of a wide variety of video types, because again, I'm kind of feeling out the area, testing things. So if you're here, let me know in the comments. If you're watching the replay, let me know kind of what videos you like or what videos you don't like. Say, Sean, I hate your vlogs. I don't care what you do with your life. That's fine. Let me know so I can kind of steer the channel in the direction that you guys want to see. But yeah, other than that, I'm probably gonna wrap it up soon. Again, I'm a little self-conscious about the quality. People have said, the quality is pretty rough, so I don't want you guys watching a crappy live feed. So I will probably wrap it up there. That is the first live stream. I got to get my Wi-Fi figured out and to get better quality. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm doing this from my phone. I don't want to do that. I want to do it from my iPad. But iOS 11 navbar issue on YouTube stopped me from doing that. But yeah, let me know any feedback you guys have on the channel. I'd love to hear it. And the live streams will get better in the future. First one, just working out the kinks. Yeah, thanks, Fubar. Yeah, that's good. As long as you guys can hear me. And yeah, Ben, I really wanted to do an AR actual full-blown tutorial, but I literally spent 5 hours just diving through the code, trying to figure out, okay, how can I take all this and make it simple that, enough to give in a YouTube video for people that don't really know it. And I mean, just the truth is, augmented reality is not simple, right? It's augmented reality. It's tricky. So yeah, it's pretty hard to basically break down that sample app they gave us into a tutorial. But yeah, I think a video explaining the basic concepts of ARKit that will help you understand what you're going to be working with when you make an app, I think there's value in that. So even if it's not a tutorial, it'll be just a basic, here's what's going on in ARKit and how to use it. So, all right, guys, unless you guys have any questions or answers or feedback, probably going to wrap it up. But I appreciate you guys showing up. First live stream. Got a couple people in here. Good stuff. We're going to keep doing these every Sunday at, yeah, Fubar, that's what I mentioned earlier. I could do that, and I may do that in the future. It's just going to be a lot of work because, like you said, it's probably going to be, if I did break it down, it would be 5, 6, 7, 8 separate videos. Which as you know, I know you make videos too. That's a lot of work. Which I'm not saying I'm not going to do it. It's just I do want to get an ARKit video out quickly because there's currently no videos out there. And as you guys might know in the YouTube world, if you can be the first one to get a good quality video out there, that really helps you out. So look for this AR concepts video in the next couple days. Yeah, thank you guys for showing up, and we'll see you next week.